Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cornhuskers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. He's going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the... their next time out.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but we saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Turner. Puts him in the spin cycle. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got a man, it's Tracy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and more. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Turning on the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to scramble. That's caught. It's key. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
The Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Matt Rule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Husker! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. Going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Good enough for a first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Looking for the goal line. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now it's 2nd and goal. The Sneak scores it.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Golden Gophers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bell. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Raiola. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Huskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these 2 quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He caught it. Touchdown, Minnesota. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got it down the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Turner. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 35 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs for the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd down.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is having its way offensively, just marching up and down that field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the Nebraska offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It's caught downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. It happens to the best of them. You throw it to the wrong team sometimes, but if you're a real dude, you just keep spinning it.
And this offense is going to go how this quarterback goes, not just in this game, Maurice, but all season long as well.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Deep shot for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.